Okay, so attempting the challenge the first time was pretty tough, especially since it was FGO. I should play an easier gacha game the second time around, so I won't stress out as much, right? But where's the fun in that? Time to start up the second free-to-play extreme challenge, and this time, it's Shin Megami Tensei Devil Downloader. Disclaimer. This video was made in good fun and anything said should not be taken seriously. But if anything I do say does make sense, take it like uncooked rice in a salt shaker. Unconventional, but hey, somehow still gets the job done. Anyway, let's talk about DX2. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Downloader, or DX2, is a part of the Shin Megami series, which I believe is canon. In DX2, you play as the newest member of the Liberators, a group fighting back against the Alkalites, an organization that brings turmoil and chaos to the world through devious and illegal means with the help of rich people and demons. But how do the Liberators fight back against such a foe? By summoning demons of their own through an app on their phone. And do you know what we call people that can summon demons through a phone? Well, besides the people you don't want to piss off, yep, that's right, Devil Downloaders. A few aspects of DX2 make it almost feel like a cross between Devil Survivor and Persona 5, with how you need to use your phone to summon demons and fight back, but also fighting people abusing their power in society. Speaking of other Shin Megami games, if you've ever played any of them, then you'll feel right at home when it comes to the game mechanics. Unlike most of the Shin Megami games, you sadly cannot throw hands with the demons yourself in DX2. But other than that, it does have some of the core mechanics that make this a Shin Megami game. Having a turn-based battle with extra turn mechanic, weaknesses and strengths, fusion, and talking to demons. Obviously, that isn't all of them, but it is some of them that made their way into DX2. All demons have strength and weaknesses to different types of attacks, and utilizing this can allow you to get extra turns during your round to quickly finish the battle. There's also the chance that the demons you are fighting will want to talk to you, giving you the opportunity to recruit them to your side or get items. And once you have a bunch of demons, you can start to fuse them together to make even stronger demons. And now that I've explained all the ways DX2 is similar, let's go over what makes it unique. As I stated before, the main character is part of the Liberators, a group full of other Devil Downloaders that you can unlock to use as you progress through the story. And each character has their own quirky background, from an airsoft-loving girl to an ex-military man turned biggest shrimp for an idol. Jeez, that probably feels too real for some people. Anyway, they all also bring an assortment of skills to the table when you bring them into combat. You can bring 4 demons and have one character control them, and skills will activate when either the requirements are met or a percentage chance. Speaking of demons, they themselves have a star rarity, ranging from 1 to 6, with the rarity only affecting what the level cap is for them. To level them up, you can do it the old-fashioned way and fight a bunch, or sacrifice a few spare demons or swords to level them up quickly. And once they reach the level cap for that rarity, you can use demons or mirrors of the same rarity to evolve them to the next star rank. There are also brands and skills to talk about. Brands are equipment that the demon can wear that also have a rarity, but also have a set bonus if they equip enough of the same type of brand. Demons all have their own skills they get from the start, but you can also give them new skills. This can be done through 2 means, genomes or transferring. Transferring gives a demon a skill at the cost of a demon who has a transferable skill, while genomes will give you the skill without losing the demon. Either option will cost points, that varies depending on the skills you want them to obtain. And how do you get points? By combining the same demons together, or magatamas if you don't have any. Yeah, definitely a whole lot more mechanics than what FGO had, but a few more for an average Shin Megami Tensei game. Now, imagine how all of what I explained affects the PvP arena. Getting out of bronze is going to be a challenge on its own, but let's hold off on that nightmare for now, and let's see what I could use for this challenge. When it comes to what resources are available to me, I have a few, but they are useful and important. The primary one coming from just recruiting demons from combat, which is made easier when you use Megakin, one of the liberators you can use very early on in the game. A few of his skills will increase the chance of either successfully talking to demons, demons wanting to talk, or demons begging for their lives. So gaining demons will be a cinch, including a 3-star rare demon that each story location you can occasionally run into to get. Fusion will also be a great boon, as this will get me demons with better skills than the ones I can recruit out on the field. And don't let me forget the events that can give you real good brands and extra materials. And, if you place high enough on the rankings for events or the arena, you can get some genomes, although those are definitely way out of my reach. But there are 2 more resources I have available to me. One of these are specific boxes I can open to get high rarity brands. Some are complete sets of brands, while others are only a single piece. And the other one I found was the special 5-star choice file. This baby right here allows you to get a 5-star demon of your choice from a select list. And I happen to get my hands on 2 of these so far. Now, again, the rules to this challenge is no gacha summoning. That to me is summoning and not knowing exactly what you're going to get. This, on the other hand, you know what you're going to get because you're the one picking it. This is why the rule is very specific. Especially because if I just said no gacha in general, someone would try to argue how lottery events would be breaking that rule, and I'm not about that. But what demons will I be trying to get? Well, any of them would be really great picks, seeing as they also get some additional skills. Getting Lucifer wouldn't be a bad pick for a certain plan I have in mind, and Trumpeteer would definitely help sweep through most of the story. All these great picks, but I think I should go with my gut and pick Mara. And I would show you what Mara looks like, but I don't think YouTube will like to see a green penis on wheels. Although, quite a few of the demons are questionable if you look at YouTube standards, so yeah, I'm drawing a very fine line between what I can and cannot record for this video. But, with skills and strength like that, Mara will just go to town on everything in their way. And with the terrible innuendo about Mara out of the way, let's talk about the challenge. The challenge itself doesn't really make the game any tougher. If anything, it just makes DX2 feel like a regular Shin Megami game. As long as you continue to grind and keep on par in terms of levels and bring the right demons, you won't have any problems. Story-wise, I've gotten to Chapter 5 and have been preoccupied with the events to keep going, but definitely making more progress than my FGO account. But PvP is another challenge in its own right. Why, you may ask? Because you'll be going up against other players, not just generic demons. Many of them will have additional skills to resist certain elements they may not normally resist, or have additional attacks that play more into their favor. Like I said earlier, getting out of bronze is going to be tough. Even more so when you remember these players can use the gacha and get demons with stronger skills than what I can hope to even get. But it isn't entirely out of my sight to get those higher ranks. I just need the can-do attitude and enough copium to get me through it. But the question still remains, should you attempt this challenge? Well, it's a yes and no. If you want to experience this as a regular Shin Megami game, go for it. If not, then you can easily summon to your heart's or wallet's content. Again, the story itself shouldn't be too much of a threat either way, but summoning some stronger demons will always make things easier. And even if your favorite demon is a low rarity, just get them to 6 stars and slap some skills on them and watch them go ham. Plus, with all the crossover events that they do, and limited time demons you can get, it would be a shame to not summon a few times just to try and get them. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go contemplate if it's better to keep Lucifer or sack him off to give Pixie Megadolan.